Midnight, no money, no ride, and in just 8 hours, your first real job begins. Your car dies completely. The job site? 20 miles away. You can call in sick, make an excuse, blame bad luck, or you can start walking. In Birmingham, Alabama, a 20-year-old college student named Jason Miller chose to walk through the night, through exhaustion, through pain. What happened before sunrise shocked an entire company and changed his life forever. This is a true American story of grit, discipline, and one decision that turned struggle into opportunity. Now, let's begin.
Jason Miller had just finished packing his bag for his first official shift with Bellhop's Moving Company. It wasn't just a job, it was stability. Tuition bills were stacking up. His mom was counting on him. Then, it happened. Halfway home, his old silver sedan started shaking. The dashboard lights flickered. Seconds later, the engine died. Silence. Jason tried the ignition again. Nothing. He checked his wallet. $3. Not enough for Uber, not enough for a tow truck, not enough for anything. He pulled out his phone and typed the job address into GPS. 20 miles. Arrival time if walking, 7 hours, 12 minutes. His shift started at 8 a.m. He looked at the empty highway stretching into darkness. Most people would text the supervisor, blame the car, promise to reschedule. But Jason knew something most people forget. First impressions decide everything. This wasn't just about being late. This was about proving he was reliable. He locked the car, adjusted his backpack, took one deep breath, and at 12:47 a.m., Jason Miller started walking down Highway 280. 20 miles. No ride, no guarantee, just a decision. And sometimes in America, that decision is what separates the average from the unstoppable.
By 3:10 a.m., the highway felt endless. Jason's hoodie was damp with sweat, even though the Alabama night air had turned cold. His breathing was heavier now. Every step landed harder than the last. There were no gas stations open, no convenience stores, no water fountains. Just miles of dark asphalt and the distant sound of trucks rushing past. His throat burned, his lips were dry and cracked. He checked his phone. 11% battery left. 7 miles done, 13 more to go. That's when the pain really started. The thin sole of his worn white sneakers couldn't handle the pressure anymore. A sharp sting shot through his left heel, then the right. Blisters had formed and burst. Warm blood slowly soaked into his socks. Jason stopped for a moment under a flickering streetlight. He bent down, pulled off one shoe, and saw the damage. Raw skin, swollen feet. For a second, just 1 second, he thought about quitting. He imagined calling the company, making up an excuse, blaming the car. But then he thought about his mom waking up for her early shift, believing her son was finally getting ahead. He put the shoe back on, tightened the laces, and started walking again. Each step felt like stepping on broken glass. But sometimes, the road that hurts the most leads to the place that changes your life forever.
Around 4:15 a.m., flashing blue lights appeared behind Jason. For a split second, his heart dropped. A patrol SUV slowed down beside him. The window rolled down. "Hey, son, you okay?" The officer stepped out, calm, concerned. Jason explained everything. The broken car, the 20 miles, the new job at 8 a.m. The officer looked down at Jason's swollen feet. "You walked all this way?" Jason just nodded. There was a long pause. Then the officer said quietly, "Get in. I'm not letting you finish this alone." He drove Jason to a small 24-hour diner first, bought him water, a sandwich, let him sit for a few minutes. At 7:32 a.m., Jason arrived at the job site. He could barely feel his legs. The homeowner opened the door, surprised to see him limping but ready to work. When she heard the full story, she was speechless.
She posted about it on Facebook. By noon, it exploded. Thousands of shares, millions of views. And then something unbelievable happened. The company's CEO flew down the next day. In front of the team, he handed Jason the keys to a brand new Ford SUV. No speech could describe that moment. Jason didn't cry when his feet bled. He didn't cry when he was thirsty. But holding those keys, he did. Because sometimes the road that almost breaks you is the same road that builds your future. And all it takes is one decision not to quit.